Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength, which means your weaknesses or vulnerabilities can be the source of your greatest strength. A woman should soften but not weaken a man. That means a woman should support and encourage a man without diminishing his strength. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. It means loving someone makes a person less self-centered and more humble. Immorality, no less than morality, has at all times found support in religion. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life, which means the good person dreams of doing what the bad person actually does. He does not believe that does not live according to his belief. America is a mistake, a giant mistake. My love is something valuable to me which I ought not to throw away without reflection. It means I should not easily give up on my love without thinking it through. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness, which means love and work are essential aspects of being human. The more the fruits of knowledge become accessible to men, the more widespread is the decline of religious belief. Loneliness and darkness have just robbed me of my valuables. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. That means dream interpretation is a valuable tool to understand the subconscious workings of the mind. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. The ego is not master in its own house. It means the ego doesn't have full control over itself. Neurosis is the inability to tolerate ambiguity. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea. They become powerless when they oppose it. Public self is a conditioned construct of the inner psychological self. Love in the form of longing and deprivation lowers the self-regard, which means longing for love and feeling deprived of it can lower one's self-esteem. You wanted to kill your father in order to be your father yourself. Now you are your father, but a dead father. I had thought about cocaine in a kind of daydream. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. Smoking is indispensable if one has nothing to kiss. It means smoking is a substitute for kissing when one is alone.